Hi, we have with us Balaji from Groupon India, all the way from Chennai, another winner of the Facility Managers Leadership Award. Many congratulations, first of all, Balaji.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you feeling being a winner tonight?
I never expected this. I hope the industry leaders in Chennai and Bangalore have nominated me, and I think it's great to be here today. Yeah.
All right, great to see you. How do you like Bangalore as against Chennai?
Always Bangalore is a better place than Chennai. Be it the people and the weather condition here, it's always good. But nevertheless, other than the weather, Chennai is always the home for me. So I can't leave that place as well. Yeah.
So tell me, how is it being a facility manager for a company like Groupon, which is a highly internet active company, as against, let's say, the more traditional businesses, manufacturing or IT BPO? How is that different?
See, Groupon is a global company, and we are there almost in 50 countries right now. So the demand or the service what we give for our employees is global. Okay, so whereas in my previous companies like Wipro, which is about 50 years in India, and now it has become global, servicing many international customers. But here, since it's an e-commerce company, and the service has to be given to customers immediately, the demands are also immediate. So you can't have a fixed SLA to serve the customers. So when the demand comes, you have to meet it. So you have to be proactive enough to know what you can do, what the customers are going to request you, and deliver it immediately. That's how it is.
Excellent. So that's a very good point which you put across. Can you think of one situation like that which happened recently, which needed you to be proactive, thinking off your feet? Anything that comes to your mind?
See, right now, earlier we were a 9 to 6 company, and we are servicing our US company. The demand was like to meet a customer request on email. Email support is a customer service which we handle in Chennai as well. So earlier the demand was 24 hours. Now the situation is we need to serve the customers in 2 hours. So we became a 9 to 6 company to a 24/7 company. So overnight the requirement changes, but I expected it because being in a management team, you get regular updates. Before they could start it, I was ready with the vendors. Okay, so when they wanted to start it, when they asked me when you can start, I said yes, we can start it from in 2 days time. So that's one of the proactive things which we did very recently.
Fantastic. That is the stuff leaders are made of. Great listening to you. I want to know, how did you become a facility manager? Is that what you started your career with, or you started with something you moved? I want to know a little bit about your background.
When I started as a customer service officer for RPG Cellular Service, and that was on a temporary contract. When I got an opportunity as a permanent employee, facilities came into me. It was not by choice. I started with what I got. And after that I continued with it. I found it interesting, and people were rushing towards software industry, and a lot of them were trying there. The mass was going there, whereas I thought this is going to serve the internal customers. This will be a different ball game. So I ended up being a facilities manager.
So on hindsight, do you think that was a good decision you made?
Yeah. So industries keep on changing. Software industry is changing, the BPO industry is changing, the mobile industry is changing. Right now the e-commerce industry is changing. You never know what's going to happen when an industry changes. It takes a decade, or few things change in 5 years as well. But FM will remain forever. That's what I understood. The support function, at least HR or FM or anything in the support function, remains the same for any.
As long as facilities remain, FM will remain.
FM will remain, correct. So I decided to be here.
Okay, great. So you mentioned about the change that is happening, and there is a lot of dynamism which is there in every industry. So I want to ask you, how do you keep update, and how do you stay abreast of the latest that's happening in your industry?
See, with forums like this, participating in forums like this, and internet is very strong nowadays. With the social media taking all the updates on next second or next moment, I think having a smartphone is more enough to get the updates globally. Okay, and within the industry, talk up with the leaders, your seniors, what is happening. They will give you the right advice.
Okay. Great. So how long have you been a facility manager?
now 15 years been a facilities manager.
You look too young to be having 15 years of experience. So what is really the secret to your fitness?
I think my family, they are keeping me happy. I am keeping the customers happy. Right food and right sleep is more than enough. If you can add up a bit of exercise, walking and running, that's more than enough. Yeah.
Do you get right sleep considering you're working with a lot of international clients?
No, actually no. Right now, in the last 6 months, I've been given an additional role. I manage the APAC region facilities team as well right now. So working in an Japan to India timing, you have to start early and end late. So it is tough now, okay, but whereas it was easy before. Yeah.
So there are a lot of youngsters who are watching this video. A lot of people who are just about starting their career or the initial phase of their career as facility managers. If they want to be leaders like yourself, what is your advice to them?
You have to give rather than thinking what you want. You have to give. Giving it for your family or the customers, internal customers, is the important thing. First, if you're service minded and you want to serve your customers, that you have to be in the FM side. If not, if you are a demanding person, you have to be in the opposite side. FM is not a career for you, but definitely you should enjoy the work what you're doing. Otherwise, you can't be active in FM.
I think that's a great point. That's very well said, very succinctly put. So I want to ask you on a closing note, what are your hobbies? What is your passion? What do you do on weekends?
I spend most of the time with my family. Okay, that gives you a big stress buster. Okay, and connecting with friends over the weekend and making a casual call, meeting them up is a great stress buster for me. Yeah.
Do you have any role models?
Role models, yes. One of my senior who I'm here because of him. His name is Major Ravichandran. He is still with Wipro. He's my role model.
So Major Ravichandran, if you're watching, this must be a very proud moment for you. All right. Thank you so much for being a part of this interview. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations once again. Keep inspiring us all.
Hi, I'm Srikanth Acharya and I'm the CEO of Offineeds.com. We help businesses to plan and purchase office stationery and daily office supplies.
Hi, my name is Gautam. I'm the founder of NEO Systek. We help more than 500 plus companies go green and do whatever they wish.
If you watched this interview and you really liked it, you should visit www.fmwalloffame.com to watch several more interviews like these.
Do not forget to like, share and comment.